Namaste and good evening. We welcome you all to yet another session by ICDA, and we would also like to express our sincere gratitude to everyone for continuously supporting us. ICDA has been hosting online sessions every weekend for you over the past 2 years. I would also like to take a moment to recognize our founder, late Sri N. Gopakumar, without whose contributions ICDA would not have been set up. Thank you so much, sir, for constantly being with us throughout. We are very excited to present our speaker today. We are familiar with this very charming dancer. Let me formally introduce her. Sayani Chakraborty, a Bharatanatyam dancer, is the disciple of Smt Rama Vaidhyanathan. She took her initial training under the guidance of Guru Sri Rajdeep Banerjee. She has done a certificate course in classical ballet, jazz, tap, contemporary and Kathak. She has performed in many venues, both as a soloist as well as part of her Guru Srimati Rama Vaidhyanathan's team. For example, the Indian Fine Arts Society, Bahrain, Padmanabha Swami Temple, Trivandrum, Kerala, Uday Shankar Dance Festival, Konark Dance Festival as part of her Guru's team. Again, Brahmagana Sabha along with her Guru Srimati Rama Vaidhyanathan. Besides that, Sayani has also been continuously performing in the online festivals that have been a part of the pandemic period. Her choreographic pieces, Tandav Ayi Giri Nandini, has garnered more than 12 million views on YouTube. Recently, she launched 3 productions where she composed 3 different Bharatanatyam margams based on Hindustani classical music. We will get to talk to her about her productions, her experiences on and off the stage, her videos. Sayani, thank you so much for joining us, and we are very, very excited about this evening. Namaste and welcome to ICDA's online session.
Namaste. Namaskar. Thank you so much, Reshma ji, for the lovely introduction and for inviting me in this conversation series today. If you give me permission, I can start my today's. Thank you. So, firstly, I would like to say that I'm extremely happy and honored to be a part of this series, to be here with you. I still consider myself to be a very tiny drop of this massive ocean of Indian classical dance, and I'm still a learner. I'm still growing as a dancer, as a good artist. But still, I want to share few experiences with you that I have gathered in this short period of time. And I'm like as a regular practitioner of Indian classical dance, I always find all the solutions of my daily life problem through my art. So I believe what all experiences that we have gathered from the journey of our life, we always try to put all this thing, we always apply all this experiences to our every new pieces that we have created, and we deeply nurture it and grow with all the emotions that gripted us. So each and every pieces are so precious to us, and this is how we all grow as a dancer, as a human being. This is how we accept new challenges and like everything. So in this term, I would like to mention one of my new production, my recent production, which is conceptualized and directed by one of my dear friend and a beautiful dancer, Dipali Salil. The production, uh, the name of the production is Looking Within, Looking Around. It was a duo project, and I was a part of the first half called Looking Within, where we have shown how our emotions are deeply, intimately connected with our breath, how we regulate our breath when we regulate the emotions. Both are interrelated every time. Sometimes we realized, sometimes we just ignored, but it is always there with us. For an example, when you get angry, are you feeling shortness of breath? Are you feeling are you feeling that your chest are becoming heavy? You are running short of breath. Your body temperature is rising high. So what you should do when you face this kind of situation? My suggestion is to close your eyes, take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out. Then you will see the changes. You can easily control your anger. So this is how we can self counsel. We can do self counseling. So every time when I try to create a piece, I always try to search from where I can connect my art from to build my mental health more better. This is very important nowadays. Why I'm saying this? Because as we know, in this pandemic situation, mostly like we artists, we have lost our opportunities, our daily programs, practice, our motives. So it's really, I think it's the high time to think about our mental health. So we don't have any plans uh, at front of our eyes. So it's very difficult to gain uh, strength, especially mental strength. So uh, from there in 2020 and 2021, I got all these ideas that how can we build our mental health through this practice, through the art form, through Bharatanatyam. And one more thing I really love about Bharatanatyam, that Bharatanatyam is all about, whenever we do this, it will always connects us with our roots, right? Because uh, as we know that Bharatanatyam always portrays mythology, gods and goddesses, sculptures, nature through itself. So every time when I do this, I realize that I feel new challenge. I face a new challenge, that how can I connect, how can I blend the traditionality with the modern approach. So I think this is very important nowadays, so that only not the dancer community, even the non-dancer, the a layman also can connect with us. They can also show their interest, that what is the motive behind a classical dancer or a practitioner of any Indian classical art, why they practice so hard. When the whole world is fighting for their existence, we are still in our own world. What is the motive behind this? So I think this is the high time we should think about it and do within something. Think about what we want to do, what we want to, what we can convey through our art form. And if I look back, this is like on most of the verses, the literatures, the story, they have always mentioned lots and lots of metaphors. And you can find the like chota hidden messages, the everything almost from each and every story. So it's very nice, or the vastness of our Indian culture, the Bharatanatyam, that it always shares some hidden messages, the moral which we can find the end of the story. Even I'm highly inspired from my Guru Srimati Rama Vaidhyanathan, Rama Akka, and I saw Rama Akka every time when she creates her piece, any new piece of, so she always portrays, or she always take out the deeper meaning, the inner meaning of that particular piece. She always put an effort to show the moral of a pure traditional divine piece. So it's really moved me a lot, and I always do the same thing. I always try to do the same thing whenever I take a new piece. I try to put all, like, I just try to shut my eyes for a while, and I always try to listen what my inner self instructs me to react on that particular piece. So, and I made something from my own, but as I said, that I'm still a learner. Yes, I do make mistakes, and I learn from my mistakes. So before I end today's speech, I want to show you one of my very favorite post-lockdown piece named Mrityunjaya. It's about Mahamrityunjaya mantra. And as we know, Mahamrityunjaya mantra, we chant to invoke Lord Shiva. And this mantra, this particular mantra, we chant to liberate someone from the circle of life and death, to reach someone to the path of moksha. For me, in my observation, Shiva is the ultimate moksha. He has given everything. Whenever we ask for a boon from Shiva, instead of keep asking boon from him, I believe just we should look around. He has given everything through the hand of this beautiful nature. When he spreads his beautiful jata, it shows the cool breeze, the shimmering cool breeze that purifies us, that helps us to inhale and exhale. When he plays his divine damaru, it seems, I feel that my heart is pulsating with that divine damaru. The holy ashes sprinkles from his forehead, ignites up the lamp called life. The holy river Ganga flows swiftly as Amrita, which gives us the peaceful divinity. So he has given everything here. So why we ask for more? If we have any problem, if we find that we have we don't have something that we want, we can ask from the nature, because nature is the ultimate thing that Shiva has given us as his bestest boon, I believe. So I present Mahamrityunjaya mantra, tuned by Sri Saptarshi Chakraborty, and Mridangam and the all music arrangement by Sri Shankar Narayan Swami. Shankar sir is present here today with us. Thank you, sir, for arranging such a beautiful, such a divine piece for me. So, presenting Mrityunjaya. Please give me some time so that I can set my camera.
Able to have an informal discussion with us. So, Sayani, I do have a few questions myself.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, in your intro, which you shared with me, you mentioned how you have undergone training in contemporary jazz, Kathak. So, can you tell us how all that is contributed to your, let's say, main chosen stream of Bharatanatyam?
Actually, for me, I'm really thankful that I got a chance to learn all these dance forms, so that I have gathered so many experience of being a how I could present myself in on a stage as a performer. So this is a secret that my first performance as a dancer was not as a Bharatanatyam dancer. It was as a tap jazz dancer. So I got to know about the stage from all these dance forms, all these experiences, and I really thankful all my gurus, so that they have trained me in such a way so that I can pick any dance forms. Actually, I've realized that, like, the global language of the dance, all the dances are same. I got enough core strength, which helps me a lot to become a regular practitioner of, like, a performer of Bharatanatyam. Because as we know that Bharatanatyam always demand a lot of strength, especially core strength. And I have trained, like I have learned how to hold my core when I was in my ballet class, my jazz class. So I'm always grateful to all my teachers. Yes, so all that dance form, they helps me a lot. Even still, till now, whenever I do some new choreographies, first I think from a contemporary blend, then uh, I blend into the traditionality, as I say.
Okay. Uh, yes. My second question was actually a large part of, let's say, even the non-dancing community know you through your videos, specifically the YouTube ones. So I think today, especially with social media, almost everyone is a performer. But you've actually put in a lot of thought to your work to select themes that are very different, as well as there's so much of passion into it. So, is there some guidance that you would love to give to the younger generation who's also attempting to do a lot of videos?
Uh, actually, frankly, I have learned and I'm learning through my mistakes. I have done a lot of mistakes in my previous videos, but luckily that got like that video received a massive amount of love and appreciation. That is Tandav only, because I have never thought that I could get such good response from Tandav. I was not at all prepared. I just took a challenge on my terrace. I put one black curtain, set two lights, and I did the video. But that video, luckily, audience liked it, appreciated. So from there, I have learned that if you planned any video, you have to take care of certain things. First of all, as a dancer, we need to know that there is a huge difference between a live performance and a shoot. As we classical dancers, we are very used to be on stage, like one take shot. But in camera, actually, I believe we have to take a lot of challenges in camera. In our makeup, you have to be alert. Your makeup should not be more louder as you do in your like when you dance on stage. Secondly, uh, you should know which camera you are using. You should learn about the angles that you are using. If you are using two cameras, it should share the same quality, so that when you merge two files, you could get the best result. So yeah, all these minor points I have learned during like making all these videos. I think that is my answer.
About specifically during the pandemic period, when it has become all the more relevant for us to go within ourselves. So, can you talk a bit more about that, please?
Yes, actually, particularly this mental health and dance, I started relating uh, from the beginning of 2020, when the pandemic began. That the whole world got like almost stopped everywhere, and we all artists sat in home. There was no program, no motivation, no opportunities. So I also felt the same thing, like there is nothing left. What would I do? What is like kya fayda abhi? Why do I practice every day? There is no program, there is nothing for me. then I started talking with my dancer friends, my other friends. I felt everyone is like that only. So, and like we have to get rid of, like we have to help ourselves to get rid of this situation. So it's very important, if you start putting all your depressions, you can say, all your negativities, you can start asking yourself, but through your art form. Then I started thinking that why can't I start like try something that which I can connect in that time of that particular situation. So I started doing, I started reading, I started talking with my friend Dipali. She does counseling the mental health, for the mental health as well. So we often discuss a lot about how we can project, how we can convey a positive message through our dance, so that all, uh, not even the dancer community, everyone who are getting demotivated in for that particular time. So we made one film called Fly Fly Again, where which is still in my YouTube channel. So Fly Fly Again was also about mental health, how you can accept the new, the fresh thing that is waiting for you, instead of uh, being sad that for those things that you have lost. So that was the first attempt about the mental health and the dance. And later on we start working, and the breath has come after that.
Very wonderful concept as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Vanakkam, ma'am.
Go on, please.
Yeah. Okay. It's a very nice performance, ma'am. We are all really lucky to watch this. Today we are all very lucky because in this pandemic time, we are all having so many thoughts and so many things. What you said before, no? So everybody is in the tight situation only. You have a very great capacity for breathing. So can you explain that how we will do practicing for that breathing exercise? Because after practicing, if I am giving some practice to my students, no, simply they will do only 1 hour adavu or 1 hour for core weight. After that, they will take a 15 or 20 minutes break for breathe. They are that much of less less capacity they have. So give me the some advice for taking that. You have a great breathing capacity for that. So what is the practicing what
Thank
you
you
have
so
to do?
much.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so actually, we all face, like, we all go through the same problem. That after a certain performance, even a small adabu, we often get tired, we feel short of breath. So I have learned from my guru only, that how will you control your breath when you dance. So my guru, means Ramaka, often says that there is very important to have स्थिति in गति. आप जब भी बहुत जल्दी में है कुछ, या बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं, when you do so many things together, like Udit Adabu, after that a Sarikla Adabu, yeah, it take a lot of stamina. So I always say, concentrate on your breath. The minute you do the adabu, you should concentrate, you should feel what you are doing. And it's very important to not to do just the adabu, but to hold the adabu, to know the adabu. It's better if I give a speech rather than I could able to show you. I'll try. Like, we often use like this, right? So rather, instead of focusing not jump, you should focus where you will stop. So the minute I do this, the inda ba time tilgare, the inda ba time tilgare, the inda ta. So I can give them a suggestion to concentrate on this one, where they can hold their breath, where they can hold their breath. So they start holding from here, from the pole. Not just you do the adabu in first, second, and brute speed and you just stop. No, if you start feeling your adabu and you can find where the strength is coming from, I think it will help. So there is always a space to breathe in every adabu. We need to find that. This was an example of Bhutenna saying. And सबके body अलग अलग होते हैं. Like my body will respond in a certain time. Like okay, I can take a breath here in silence, where my inhalation, like this process, we can show, right? So when you do this, you feel what you are doing. If you understand what you are doing, from where your energy is coming, I think it will help you to take breath and control.
Thank you, ma'am. Super explanation.
We look forward to more questions from the audience. We have a lot of comments in the chat. There is Anaka saying, excellent, ma'am. Amu, who just spoke to us, says, wow. We have beautiful Sayani Didi from Ahana Ghosh. There is lot more people who have said thank you. We have a comment from Komal. Sach mein Shiv lag rahe the.
That's a huge comment for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do we have any more questions from the audience? So then Sayani, my last question, we'll probably wrap with this as well. So tell us, what are your upcoming plans, what you have in mind, your new productions? Give us some clues.
Actually, I'm not that person who planned so well before doing any project, but yes, I do have a plan for my upcoming projects. But I can say that something is cooking. Wait, we'll serve you soon.
We truly look forward to all of your work, and every single time, both the traditional pieces as well as your videos.
Thank you so much. I really needed all your support and your blessings, your love, and thank you so much, Reshma ji, for inviting me today here, because it was so lovely talking to you all.